Okay, today we're going to be simplifying rational functions. And what is a rational expression? It's basically a ratio of two polynomial expressions. So something like this, 5x squared over 2x. This is a rational expression. Now, guys, these are monomials. What if I put this right here? What is this top called now? A binomial. And if I added a plus something, what is it now? Trinomial. You could also say polynomial. It's more than one. Okay, so the way we're going to simplify these rational expressions, if it's a monomial, you're just going to simplify right off the bat. So 20 over 14, these both can be divided by 2. So this will be 10 over 7. And I'm going to draw you guys a picture as a reminder. X to the 6 means x times x times x 6 times. And then x squared means x times x. So those cancel out, and I'm left with x to the 4th power. That's how you simplify when you have monomials. Okay, let's try to simplify whenever I have something like this. I have a trinomial and a binomial. So now we're going to simplify that. So first, I'm going to factor everything that can be factored. So guys, go ahead and try to factor the numerator. Tell me what you get. Factor the denominator and tell me what you get. Ready? Go. Just a hint, guys, before you even start factoring, what can all three of these be divided by? A 2. So you should put a 2 on the outside and then you can factor the rest. Okay, so this would become 2 on the outside, r squared minus n. Oh, these are r's. Oh, these should all be the same. So turn that into an r. Or if you use n's, that's fine. Just make sure all the variables are the same. This should be r minus 20. Okay, so now this is what you're going to use to determine what your factors are going to be. What are two numbers that multiply to negative 20 but add to negative 1? Good. Negative 5 and 4. So I'm going to do r minus 5 and r plus 4. So that's the numerator factor. For the denominator, what can these both be divided by? 8. So then 8 should be on the outside. What's left over is r plus 32 divided by 8 is 4. Okay. Now, we can eliminate the common binomials. So this and this can be canceled out. Do you guys see that 2 over 8 is the same thing as 1 over 4? Okay. And I don't really need to write the 1. I just have r minus 5 in the top. That's my answer. This was divided by 2. This was divided by 2. That's how I get the 4. All right, let's try another one. Simplifying again. Go ahead and factor the numerator. Ready? Go. Perfect. Okay. So this will be p minus 7 and p plus 7. Okay, so it's completely factored. We factored everything. Okay, guys, let me show you an important rule. If you have a minus b and then b minus a, this equals negative 1. So for example, let's say I had x minus 7 and then I had 7 minus x. That is equal to negative 1. So basically, when these are reversed, it's equal to negative 1. And I have that happening right here. You guys see that? That is equal to negative 1. So this simplifies to negative 1, p plus 7. That's your answer.
Can we not like?
You can distribute if you want to. So you can put negative p minus 7. That also works. So guys, there's plenty of examples of simplifying those. That was just a review, a refresher. We're going to now move on to multiplying rational expressions. So guys, notice whenever I have monomials only, you're just going to multiply them together and then you're going to simplify. So I'm just going to go ahead and multiply everything together and simplify it. So I have 6 times 10 is 60. X squared and x to the third is x to the fifth power. Y to the 3, y to the 4 is y to the 7. 2 times 18, that's 36. X squared, there's no other x's, so that'll just be x squared. Y squared times y squared is y to the fourth power. So I multiplied everything together. Now I'm going to simplify. So this will become x cubed. This will become y cubed. 60 can be divided by 12, and 36 can be divided by 12. 60 divided by 12 is 5. 36 divided by 12 is 3. So this is your answer. You could also write it like this. 5/3 is in the front, and then x cubed, y cubed is in the back. You'll most likely see it like this on the textbook. Okay, so that was an example of multiplying monomial rational expressions. Let's try it with binomials and trinomials. So this time we have some binomials like this one. These are binomials. And then we have trinomials. So it just says factor everything you can first. So let's try it. So this top one up here on the left, what can these both be divided by? Good, 4x. So 4x is on the outside. Let's see what's left. Those 4's cancel. One x cancels out with one of those x's, so just x. That canceled, it's just 1. All right, that was the top one factored. Times, let's factor this one. What are two numbers that multiply to -6, add to 1?
-2.
Good. 3 times -2 gives you that -6. And if you add those together, you'll get 1. Good. All right, so that was the top factored, the numerator factored. Now let's factor the denominator and multiply them together. So before I factor here, what can these all be divided by? 2. So 2 is on the outside. I'm left with x squared plus 2x minus 3. Okay, so let's factor this. I need two things that multiply to -3, add to 2. Good, +3 and -1. So this is 2, x plus 3, x minus 1. Guys, if y'all need to do eye charts, by all means, do an eye chart. Oh, +2, -3. So we got 3 and -1. Okay, these two, what can these both be divided by? 4x. So 4x is on the outside. Let's see what's left. Those cancel, x plus those cancel. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Okay, so we factored everything first. Then simplify. This is the fun part. Let's see. That cancels with that. The x plus 3's cancel. 4x cancels with 4x. So I get x minus 2 in the numerator. I still have a 2. And I have this. That's my answer. All right, so we're going to do this one together. Check and see if you got it right. So this first one, what can these both be divided by? Yes, 5b. Yes, you're right, Jimena. You're right. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite it over here. So 5b is on the outside. The v's cancel. 10 divided by 5 is 2 minus those 5's cancel, and I'm left with a single v. Okay, let's factor this one. I'll give you a visual. We want two numbers that multiply to -9 and add to -8. Exactly. So I have b minus 9 and b plus 1. All right, that was the numerator. The denominator, we're going to factor this two numbers that multiply to 18 but add to negative 11? Yes, -9 and -2. Thank you, Aiden. B minus 9, B minus 2. Okay, and then I have 15V. So let's see what cancels out. Yep, V minus 9 cancels. This V cancels out with this V. And guys, this is that rule I showed you. Remember, whenever you're subtracting and they just switch, you have 2 minus V and then V minus 2. What is this equal to? -1. So I'm just going to put that in the front. I have -1 times 5. And I have V plus 1 over 15. Now, guys, this can be simplified to a 3, correct? All right, so your answer is -1, V plus 1 over 3. That's it. Yes. Okay, so guys, that was multiplying. Let's move to dividing. It's going to be the same process. It's just the beginning will be a little bit different. So long time ago, when you guys were dividing fractions, you probably heard of keep, change, flip, where you keep this first one. You're going to change. Oh, this is the wrong slide. 1 second. Okay, so we're going to keep this one the same. That's keep the first fraction. We're going to change the sign. So we're not going to do division. We're going to do multiplication. And then you're going to flip this second one. So let me show you what's going to happen. We're going to keep this one the same. We're going to change it to a multiplication problem. And we're going to flip the second one. So the a squared minus 8a plus 15 is in the numerator. 24a squared minus 8a cubed is now in the denominator. So this is what you do whenever you are dividing. When it starts off with the division, you always need to do this first. Keep, change, flip. Keep the first one, change it to multiplication, flip the second fraction. Now, guys, we're going to do what we've been doing. Factor and simplify. So I'm going to go ahead and factor this first one. What can these both be divided by? 2a squared. So if I did 2a squared, those would cancel. I'm left with a. Those would cancel, and I would be left with 6. Okay, give me two numbers that multiply to 15, add to -8. Thank you. -5, -3. All right, that's the numerator. Now let's do the denominator. Give me two numbers that multiply to -12, add to -4. Yep, -6 and a +2. All right, now what can both of these be divided by? 8a squared, good. So that will be on the outside, 8a squared. And then let's see what's left. Those cancel. 24 divided by 8 is 3. The 8's cancel, and I'm left with an A. Great. We factored. Now all we have to do left is simplify. All right. So those cancel. A squared cancels out with A squared. Yes, this right here will be equal to -1. So I'll put that in the front. I'll have -1 times 2. This is just a -2. A minus 5 over A plus 2. That's your answer. Oops, oops, oops. We forgot about this 8 right here. So let's put an 8 there. And now we have to simplify. So guys, what can these both be divided by? Yep. So this will just be -A minus 5 over 4A plus 2. Because 8 divided by 2 will give you that 4. So this is your answer. This is your final answer. We forgot about this 8 right here. So now you get 2 over 8, which simplifies to 1/4. And don't forget, it's negative.
All right, guys, that's it. So now you know how to divide and multiply rational expressions.